Hello, friends. Sammy Graham doing TCGs yet again. Here I am doing my absolute favorite thing in the world, re-recording audio for a video. We are opening some Jump to Lightspeed from Star Wars Unlimited. This is a pretty solid opening, too. The first two boxes from this case got us a showcase and 14, I think, total legendaries. 13 foil or 13 regular and one foil, I think is roughly the breakdown. But a showcase and all that was pretty spicy. So here we are going into boxes 3 and 4 of that same case, and a set that I'm really enjoying. Since the last audio recording for the last video, I have played a couple more games. Still not like a full-fledged super spicy deck, but upgrading my decks with the Youngling, and so that's usually common, uncommon, rare kind of decks. Not quite full popper, but you know, keeping it from going too crazy. Got a legendary right off the bat there, Turbo Laser Salvo. Good start. But playing with my theory on Akbar Green for the new set, and I'm really digging just throwing X-Wing tokens out there like a boss. Been more and more cards that I want to sub in. We got a super heavy ion cannon. But yeah, lots of cards that I want to sub in for what I've already got in the deck. Or when I'm going to probably make a true, not that I've gone to any tournaments, but like I'm going to try and make a tournament level deck for that same build. But looking at stuff like Poe Dameron, Snap Wexley, there were a lot of cards that the more I've looked at them, the more I've been like, oh, we need to look at that for playing. So there's all kinds of stuff we're gonna fiddle with. Probably throw like the can have two pilots, the two pilot Millennium Falcon. Heck, I may think the direction of turning it into a Twin Suns. But yeah, so we got that one legendary so far. Otherwise, we're kind of not go. Hey, how about that? A second showcase in the same case. How wild is that? That's pretty cool. I was sitting here thinking, we already got a case. The rest of it's going to be boring. But no, we got another showcase in box 3. How ridiculous of a world is this? Just pretty darn cool, honestly. Pretty darn cool. But yeah, especially that early. You know, we had only seen the legendary up to that point, the one Turbo Laser Salvo. So it's like, this is kind of cool, I guess, but nothing too wild. And then the second showcase. This this case was just legitimately juiced. There's a regular heavy ion, super heavy ion cannon. The person I got it from, I texted them and I was like, what did you inject these boxes with? Though he'd gotten a similar amount and got some similar pulls too. So everybody involved was pretty happy here. Sorry, that's part of the annoying part about going back through what you've already opened. There's Annihilator. I think that's the first Annihilator I pulled. Yeah, I didn't get one in the first two boxes. I really like that art on Annihilator. There's something about that full glory. Like the Executor card is cool. Like it's cool art showing the scale with the regular Imperial Star Destroyers. But there's just something about like a full glory shot of a Executor class that just makes me happy. I like that. I can't remember the name of it. That unit I have up top, the ship. Hey, there's profundity coming right behind there. Um, yeah, but re-recording audio for a video is sometimes it's like, what did I say the first time? Like it's been a minute since I actually recorded this. What do I do now? I don't have the same level of excitement now. I mean, some of it's still pretty exciting, seeing the rows, all that jazz, but it definitely loses something in the translation. There's no question of that. Radis. I feel like that's a rare that I think I did finally pull three of them, but I was lighter on it than I expected. That's a pretty good card. An 8/6 for 7 when defeated, deal damage, but also get Sentinel with a resistance unit. Pretty thematic for the Raditz too, actually. The Raditz, of course, being the main resistance cruiser from The Last Jedi that was being chased by the First Order ships. Bullshit! One of the funniest stories I ever read was this unit can't attack. That's brilliant. General Hux. Um, Somebody being at like a summer camp and getting in trouble for using profanity at camp when they were playing cards and from the old Decipher game, and he played his Boshek, and somebody thought he said something else, and he got in trouble. That was brilliant. Lightspeed Assault's still a cool looking card. But that story always stuck with me. They had like top 10 lists or just like funny things on the Decipher website back in the day, and that was one of the things that popped up on there. Always stuck with me. Okay, weird. Love my EU stuff. BB-8. There is no escape. But yeah, my EU stuff like the K-Wing, like especially considering how little exposure it actually had in the novels. Like I only specifically, I feel like it had to have popped up somewhere else, but only specifically appeared in the Black Fleet Crisis, which was not like a super duper heavily referenced piece of media for the EU. So that's still wild. Oh yeah, that's me checking out. Do you have the same scratches as that other ship I had? Other ship. Other brain turn off. Good grief, y'all. That's the other thing. Just sometimes your brain, when you're trying to make word, doesn't make word good. That Millennium Falcon, the one that can have an additional pilot and gets boosted for each pilot, yeah, we're gonna throw that in there. I think 9 numb's not bad either, especially on the Falcon. Um, oh, the old Decipher stuff. Yeah, they would have top 10 lists of funny decks people tried to play or trying to figure out how to. Somebody was talking about trying to play their Star Wars deck against somebody's Magic deck, like trying to combine the rules and find a way to make it right. Targeting Computer is a dirty card and it hurts my feelings. Somebody bombered me with that trash and got to assign the indirect damage, and I really kind of thought that was rude. Ahsoka, we love Ahsoka. It's so funny to me. Original, I don't know why I sleeve this. It's so funny to me that when Ahsoka was originally introduced in the Clone Wars, I did not enjoy her as a character at all. And as time has gone on, uh, she is now one of my favorite Star Wars characters. It is just wild how things can change, how character development can be such a big thing. Ahsoka is one of my absolute favorites now. Even Clone Wars changed that, but then like the Ahsoka book, Rebels really went a long way. Artie Deco. Um, and then I really enjoyed the Ahsoka show. Maybe not top tier like some of the others, but I enjoyed Ahsoka. I had my Blue Man in it. Mm, so many things to make me happy there. We had Dathomirians in it. I mean, Invincible. There's another legendary for us. Invincible is a legendary. Invisible Hand is not. So I think this is the point. I think, what is that now? Annihilator, Radis, Turbo Laser Barrage, Invincible. I think we had one more legendary in there, didn't we? So I think we were at 5 legendaries on this, on box 3. Of course, now I have a hard time remembering exactly which box changed when. Delightful. I'm just so thankful that y'all put up with me and my nonsense. Because I am nonsense so much of the time. Hold on, what? I don't know why I still sleeve the hyperspace rare leaders. They're not really sleevey. But hey, we do it anyway. Hyperphasma! That tie dagger is kind of cool. Kinda. I hate the wings. I'm just a pain in the butt about some of these things. Lando? Not the Lando system though. He's a man. It's a dragon man. Tie bomber. It's amazing to me though. Like like I get it. The Y Wing is a better ship than the tie bomber, pretty much objectively. But it is fascinating to me that they just went ahead and instead of balancing the card, like the Y Wing just is an objectively better ship than the TIE Bomber. That's legitimately funny to me. Stupid targeting computer. Not much can just completely sidetrack me and make me mad when I'm talking about comparing cards, but that targeting computer. Hmm. I'm not going to be playing red, so I can't play it. Doggone it. Hyperspace targeting computer. Worst day ever. Lake Country. That shouldn't be a rare. Like really? Why are we a rare? Silly Lake Country. But yeah, 2 showcases in the same case is always pretty cool. I'm not mad at it. Victor 2. Admiral Yularen. Ooh, and a foil Luke. That was another one of the cards that is going to have to go in because of the whole, if it would get, if it was an upgrade and it would be defeated, removed, whatever, it becomes a ground arena unit. That's a really solid, that's a really solid option. That card's going to have to see some deck time for me because the deck is yellow green. He is green. He can be my friend. Because I am a jerk about who can and can't be my friend. I'm just kidding. You can be my friend if you want. You can be a jerk to me about not wanting to be my friend. That is fine. I won't be mad at you. That Annihilator's still making me happy. I dig it so much. I don't like the ship. Well, and I like its ability better. I'm just Devastator. There we go. We've got to be in the second box now. That's a good card. That it can assign all your indirect damage. I dig Devastator. Also, it's red, isn't it? Can't play it. Can't play it. It's just a terrible day. The cloaked Star Viper is pretty sweet. Bowshack. Draven. There's my X-Wing making man right there. We're going to be making some X-Wings. You best believe it. We're going to be holding our cards off camera, too. I know, believe that. Oh, the Dornian gunship was another one that I'd throw. Hyperloop. There we go. The Dornian gunship was another one that I'd put in my kitchen table deck, and I couldn't get it out on the table. I had used up the resources before I really paid attention to it. While I had 12 X-wing tokens in the field, and it does indirect damage equal to the number of vehicles you have out. That is go. We're gonna have Dornian gunships in my deck. That's all I'm telling you. The Dornian gunships are a thing. Even if I can't target lock them, I'm still gonna indirectly damage you. So yeah, even though the legendary level on this opening has been lower, getting that second showcase and getting Devastator and Annihilator in particular, that hyperspace Chewbacca is pretty cool. But getting Devastator and Annihilator kind of made it still totally fine. I was pretty tickled at this point in the case, knowing that my two showcases and some pretty fire legendaries were pretty great. That Sidon is kind of interesting too. The potential of just deploying it to something and just killing it off. It's pretty neat. Sidon, Scython, I don't know. I don't know the pronunciation of that one. I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. Invisible Hand, like I said, rare. But we have some timely reinforcements right there. Admiral Trench. Red 5. I dig Red 5. Put jam in the communications. I'm sorry. Sorry. Spaceballs on the brain. Been jammed. It just it's just there. I apologize. IG 2000. There's all that stuff from the old days that I do love to see. IG 2000, stuff like Mist Hunter, like all those old ships that really, through books or through the CCG or, whatever the case may be, I really enjoy seeing a lot of the old stuff getting introduced or reintroduced in. I mean, especially if it's on screen, but in the cards even, it just makes me happy to see things pop up. I'd love to see more like strictly EU stuff pop up. Shuttle Tidarium. There's just a whole lot of stuff out there that I would love. to see Mara Jade being an obvious one. The original Solo Kids. There's Executor. So we got both for this opening, both of our Executor Dreadnoughts. I just, granted, it's a monster of a ship, and especially if you drop a leader pilot on it or something, and it becomes super, super well defended. It's pretty cool being able to spam lots of TIE fighters out there. I just feel like Annihilator is such an objectively better ship. I don't know why they did what they did. Like, swap the names on them. Give me something. Make Executor the better one. You know what I mean? You can't have Vader's ship being the objectively worse starter and not. That's all I know to say. Torpedo Barrage is a pretty fun card too. I might need to throw some of those in my deck. Since the deck is yellow. Han Solo. And a foiled Devastator. I forgot all about that. That was a great pack. I knew that I'd gotten a foil legendary. I just didn't remember which one. It being Devastator's pretty spicy. But yeah, we are close to the end of this one at this point. That was a pretty solid finish. Got a little bit of a way to go. Shoot Down's a great card too, but it's red. I'm just not playing red. What is wrong with me? The Ghost. I forgot I still had another legendary coming. We dig the Ghost. The Ghost makes us happy. Oh, I might actually get to the point where now I could fiddle with a Spectre deck. We'll see, maybe. In any case, quick review. I mean, we got a Han Solo, regular and foil Devastator, Executor, Annihilator, a Showcase Rose. We saw a Profundity. Well, let's see, what else? The Turbo Laser Salvo. Like, that was a great 2 boxes. That was another really good 2 boxes to go with the awesome first two that we had. Invincible. Yep, forgot about that one. But yeah, just wild. A plus, no notes. Um, Again, thank you for putting up with me with my technical woes, my inability to get the freaking audio right sometimes. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate every bit of your day that you give me. Try not to take advantage of it, even if sometimes my audio quality doesn't show that. In any case, thanks so much as always. Have a great, great, great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.